Hello, welcome to PlayStation Access. My name is Nath. I'm here with Rob.
Hello.
Rob, it's a gathering of nerds.
Yes.
Because we finally got to see some gameplay for the Elden Ring.
Oh, finally. It's been a long time coming.
And it's here, and there are 7 things that we know, that everyone needs to know.
Yes.
I'm going to start with number 1, Rob. It's the big reason that you're here, although now you're a From Software game player.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. Technically
I've been helped along, yes.
But you're also a big George R.R. Martin fan.
I am.
So number 1, we have some details about the story. And if I'm right in thinking, I know you've seen the trailer, but you might not know these, which are more confirmed on the website.
Right, I'm excited.
I'm so excited to tell you this stuff, honestly. The story is, you are tarnished.
Yeah, I got that. The tarnished one.
Yeah, and you have, and is the mission now, the quest is, be guided by grace to brandish the power of the Elden Ring and become an Elden Lord. There is more. You were described as ye dead who yet live.
That is so From Software-y, isn't it?
That's very From Software-y, and it ties in obviously to, I think, the death and life loop that exists in a lot of these games. We're in the lands between, that's what it's called, ruled by Queen Marika the Eternal. Now it gets exciting.
What? I'm excited already. I mean, all of this sounds like you could tell me these names, and I would instantly be like, "That's a From Software game right there."
And hopefully, some Martin influence is coming in. The Elden Ring, source of the Erd tree, has been shattered. Marika's offspring have claimed the shards, known as the Great Runes. Quote: "The mad taint of their newfound strength has triggered a war, the Shattering."
I mean, that sounds like the kind of backdrop you'd get, a type of thing that would happen 1,000 years before George R. Martin's novels begin.
Yeah, that's right.
And the characters refer to it like, oh, don't be talking to them, they cause the shattering of the world.
And the final thing, the guidance of grace will be brought to the tarnished, who were spurned by the grace of gold and exiled. So you were exiled from the lands between, which have been ruled by Queen Marika the Eternal. There is a ring which has the power to bind lots of things. There's a big old tree, and it's been shattered, and then lots of the enemies that we see in the trailer are I believe, in possession of one of the Great Runes, part of the ring which you're trying to reunite so that you can go from being tarnished, this sort of exiled, degraded figure, to become Elden Lord. Number 2, I'm ready to do it in an open world.
I mean, that is exciting, isn't it? That's like that's a real first for From Software.
It is enormously so, and one of the things which is confirmed on the website, if I'm on like a parapet somewhere and I see a castle far away, you can normally go there.
Yeah.
And again, it is described as seamlessly connected in the game. And apart from that, it looks crazy, right? We were talking about this as two people who enjoy fantasy worlds. The website talks about grassy plains, suffocating swamps, spiralling mountains, I like that, and foreboding castles.
I mean, I did like the look of the trailer, how, it had that kind of bleak, dangerous looking From Software vibe to it, but it also did have a bit of gold, a bit of green.
Yeah,
a bit of fantasy colour. It looked like a world that I'm going to enjoy spending time in.
And also a couple of bits where I was just like, what is going on? Like the sort of giant creature with a bell underneath itself, or those 2 giant figures who have been staked through and are sort of pulling a cart. No idea what's going on there, but I'm excited to find out. Number 3, because of the open world, or at least in conjunction with it, horse riding.
Yes.
Which again,
that's the rule. That's the rule of fantasy open worlds. I think.
Once
now.
it goes open world,
yeah, you got to have a horse.
You can clippity-clop around. You can summon the horse. We kind of see it just appear. It's going to make a big change from like, where the heck is Roach? It's like the horse is underneath me. That's going to be great. The confirmation on the website says that you can explore the world on foot or on horseback, which suggests that the horse traversal won't be limited to. I guess there's areas you might not be able to do it, but it's not going to be for certain sections only. It looks like it's somewhere you can kind of walk around. And also, one thing I just don't understand: cliff jumping on a horse. Like there are these spots where you seem to be launched hundreds of feet in the air to jump up cliffs.
I'm sure it will all make sense.
A specific sort of From Software thing, for those of you who've followed the studio's games over the years, number 4 we're talking about, I've just written stealth and jumping. Okay, and it's because these things haven't always been in the games, and they're in some and not others.
Yeah.
One of the things that happened on PS4, one of my favourite games on PS4 was Sekiro. It allowed for some stealth elements. There is definitely stealth in this world. Again, the website says pick off enemies one by one by using stealth. And we see the character jump. So just in terms of mobility and what options you have.
I mean, I like the idea of stealth. I feel like with stealth in a From Software game, I've at least got a chance.
Right.
I've got a chance, right, of at least taking a few of them out before they all come rushing at me.
That's a very good point. Yeah, it does, yeah. A different way of approaching it. And actually, it goes hand in hand with number 5. I've maybe spread this out over 2 points. But there are very different playstyles possible. And this is one of the things, so I think the big things shown off in the trailer were the variety of enemies and the world itself. But then definitely, if you go back and take a look at it, the variety of playstyles that you'll be able to see in there hinted at. The site says, define your playstyle by experimenting with a wide variety of weapons, magical abilities and skills found throughout the world, which suggests a sort of a heavy RPG system. The things that you can actually see in there's a bow, there's a flail, there's a magic staff, there are dual swords, there's giant hammer, claws, spears, great swords, there's loads. So the combat system looks like it's going to contain multitudes. I have no idea what's going on with armor, obviously, but just the way that people were hopping about all over the place in the trailer, you're obviously going to be able to play the game in loads of different ways. And number 6, co-op's been confirmed, Rob. Big one for you.
Oh, I mean, I think realistically speaking, if I'm going to be finishing this game, I'm going to have to be dragged over the finishing line, like I was with Bloodborne. I'm definitely going to give it a go and be very excited, but I imagine I'll get, a few hours in and then start crying and not play it for 5 years, and then you and Rosie and Ash and Dave will help me.
So I'll see you in 2026.
Yeah.
So co-op's confirmed. The site says explore the world alone or online with other players, and mentions you can call upon allies. And then in the trailer, there's that really specific, I'm standing with my hand level with my head and I'm crushing with my hand animation, and it seems to be some sort of cube which summons 2 players. They appear in the sort of spectral form that is familiar in the Souls games. So it looks like you can summon multiple players. No word yet on confirming PvP, but just for me anyway, co-op is a bigger draw than PvP. I'm dead excited. I was looking for that first. And number 7, just the release date, Rob. Just the release date, which is the 21st of January 2022.
Which I mean, we've been waiting so long to know when Elden Ring is coming, and now that's not that long, really, is it? That's about 7 months.
Exactly. Can you imagine how when we were 15? That would have seemed like an eternity. But now
we're old now.
I will turn around.
I will go to sleep and it will be 6 months' time.
Exactly. Oh, man. So I'm very excited. Those are the 7 things that we know, you need to know about Elden Ring, which is coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 in 2022. Let us know in the comments what you're excited about. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and stay tuned to PlayStation Access for more like this.
PlayStation